All right, so hello. It's kind of like a really dark here, so I'm just open little bit of the darwaza. Is that seem fine? Yeah, but still have some. Yeah, but I can see myself. That is good. All right. So right now we are here, here at my actually room. It was my room. Yeah. Right now I'm just sharing with my room with my sister. But um, whatever it is like that. Uh, it's kind of like a basement something, but it's kind of like it's really good. It doesn't have really so much disturbance and just like getting that touch. All right, so actually we didn't really make English session last few days. Why? Because of that. I was busy, but it just like if I say busy or not busy, it's kind of like something really difficult to say. But I do have a time, but I'm kind of like a focusing on one thing. If I'm one thing is that it's just like when I am doing this kind of like a lecture, it's basically when I kind of like learn something. I didn't really learn at all. Yeah, actually I didn't really make notes and everything. So there is no point of making this English session. Yes. So that's why I didn't really make English session. Yes, in just like almost 3 or 4 days last time. I don't know. Okay, so today's date is 29 and 30 March 2021. Okay, and today's time is almost like morning. Yes, and right now feel good, feel really fresh, and it's really get to know about things and get started learning. Okay. All right. So today we are talking about the actors. Yes, like what is the director perspective to looking through the actor, and what is exactly actor? Yeah. Actually, I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be a director. So some certain of point you need to work with actor. Okay, and actor is a really important thing. Is can tell the story. It can push the story to the forward. Okay, so actor is a really essential. So it just like how do you communicate with the actor? How do you tell your story to that actor that he can perform really well in front of camera? Okay, so what is your thing? What should you tell to that particular person that say what this is? You have to do this. You have to do that. Yeah, it's kind of like it's something for the word for the everything. It looks really easy like. You just telling the story and you just telling what is the emotion that character is feeling, and the actor will perform related to that character. Okay, so it's kind of like a really easy. Yes, it's kind of like really easy for you say, but in the reality situation, it's kind of like something really difficult. Yeah, because you are telling something and he is performing something really different, and then other crew member is also telling something really different. That is, so many things happens at once. So it's kind of like being really difficult to do all those things. Right now my chehra is became really dark. Because of that it is like the my main source of light is the door, and I close the door. Because of that I get some sort of disturbance from the outside, and I don't want to be disturbed right now, because this topic is kind of like really crucial to me. Because it's kind of like that I'm is there are so many things that you don't know. Okay, and this is a topic that I feel that I didn't really know about, like acting and how to communicate with the actor and how do you tell your story to the actor. So it's kind of like a something really, not, I'm not saying it's difficult. No, it's not difficult at all. Yes, but you just need to work, you just need to understand, you just need to learn, and everything, then you will perform, then you will tell what is exactly actor and what is exactly what they are doing. So yes, so all right, so let's just start. Okay, first of all is like, how do you work with the actor? Yeah, how do you get the actor? Yes, first of all, as a filmmaker, do you need an actor? So how do you get the actor? So first of all, get the casting call. Okay, casting call means you are kind of like a it's kind of like a casting call. Is this term is related with the actor, not the director actually. Yes, what is exactly casting call? Casting call means the person who is actor and who is willing to do acting on your film, and he get chance to work on your film. So how he get chance? That someone has to call that person that you get the chance for this particular role on that film. So that call is called casting call. Yeah, means you are casting. So that is called casting calls. Okay. So actually, this term is not refer for the filmmaker. This term used for the actor. Okay. But this is the term. Okay, it's not that difficult. It's like someone is trying to calling you that you are hired for acting, and that call is called casting call. It's not that difficult. Then make a list. Okay, it's really important as a filmmaker to make a list. What is exactly a list? List is a kind of like that. Ki how do you work with the actor? Okay, what do you tell the information about the story to the actor? What is the actor exactly looks like? What is exactly character has to be looks like in your story? You make a list, and that is most essential thing. Because if you don't know how your character looks like, then you don't really perform really well as a filmmaker. Is really important to understand, to visualize the character, how it's exactly look like an example, one Bajirao Mastani. Okay, this film was 2000, I don't know, some 17 or 15 or 17, I don't know. This film is directed by Bansali Production. Okay, and actually this film is kind of like a being really historical. Okay, so basically, the Bajirao is the character. He is a Peshwa. He is a Maratha king. Okay, and Mastani is kind of like the character. He is kind of like a liking that particular person, that girl named Mastani. Okay, so basically, is this story belongs to the way historical. So almost like 14th century or 15th century. So and the Bajirao and the Mastani, they are kind of like a king, and they are very big people on that era. Okay, so how this Bajirao and how this Mastani looks. And you do need to understand those things. It's kind of like you really mention what is the things you do need to know about this Bajirao and this Mastani, and how he or she looks like. So as a filmmaker, you do need to understand, make a list on this, like this character look like that. He has to be prop like this. He has to wear this dress, this ornament, and so many things. Okay, make a list. That is most essential thing. Okay. Casting agency. Basically, as a filmmaker, it's kind of like a difficult to find an actor. Why? Because that key there are so many actors. Trust me, it is like so many actors. Then how do you think it's just like finding an actor is difficult? Yeah, because you get the actor anywhere at all. Trust me, you just go and say I wanted to make a film, and can you be my actor? Then definitely he will say yes, I will be your actor. Okay, why? Because people are loving it. People are kind of like a think like yes, he wants to make something movie on me. So basically, everyone is getting really happy, and he loves to do this thing. But basically, as a filmmaker, you do need to understand that character you are kind of like in your story. His character is really important. Is the actor is perform really well that particular character, that actor is kind of like really experienced or really knowledgeable or really so many things. Yeah, because it's kind of like there are so many actor available, but finding a good actor is kind of like really difficult. Trust me, it is way more difficult. Okay, so basically, as a filmmaker is basically what you have to do is just like call the casting agency. Okay, so as a director, mostly the director they are calling some casting agency, and they are saying is that I need some sort of people on my story. So you need to find some people. You need to find some actors those people who are willing to work with me, work on my film. So basically, this casting agency is kind of like what is exactly casting agency? What does they do? They are finding a particular person, particular actor, which is very fit for your role, very fit for your character. Okay, so that's why most of the director, most of the filmmaker, they are kind of like a trusting casting agency, because these casting agency are way more experienced. They exactly know what is the story. They exactly know what is the director wants to that particular actor, and so many things. Yes, because it's just like you cannot find the particular right actor. Yes, trust me. It's like if you went to the casting agency and they will find you really perfect character for your story. Okay, obviously you have to pay them. You have to be yes, you have to be a creator also. Yes, but casting agency is kind of like a done something really good job for finding a particular role or particular character. Okay, website. Yeah. Obviously, as a casting agency is kind of like a costly. It is so much. It takes so much money. Obviously, if you're on the low budget and if you don't have money for all those things, so it's just like there are so many website as also. Yes, like as online. There are so many websites. They are putting their portfolio for the particular actor and particular. You just need to go to the website and call that particular person. It's kind of like having a website. That means having a casting agency as also. Some casting agencies have a really bigger. Some casting agencies have kind of like a uh, really kind of like a chote or kind of like a bade. It's not that thing. Okay. First of all, there is a most important thing you just need to know. You need to find a perfect character, perfect actor for your character. That is most essential thing. If you have a budget, go to the bigger agency. Okay, if you don't have a budget, go to the lower agency. Okay, that is most essential thing. Agency is not the matter. Trust me, agency is kind of like those are kind of like a particular organization. They are finding a particular actor or particular character, but it's not that thing. Okay. Important thing is that the casting director on working on the casting agency, that casting director is really essential. He has to sense that he can he can find out a particular perfect character. Okay, So yeah, if you have a really good casting director and which is working on the lower casting agency, then you will be really good. Yeah, you can find really good performing actor on. He will find really good actor. Okay, trust me. But it just like if you went to the higher agency, yeah, they obviously have a really experienced casting director as also. So it's all depend on you. Okay, it's just like if you want to go to the casting agency, if you want to go to websites, some people goes to the Instagram and they are kind of like a taking actor from the Instagram also. Yeah, I seen some of the people who don't have a time and they are kind of like picking up the particular person from the Instagram. So it's what is exactly way to find out. Okay, so as a casting director, I did know about what is exactly casting director. They are kind of like a really different part of it. We are explaining things after. But it's just like you do need to understand as a filmmaker, okay, you do need to understand sometimes in your career you have to do a casting also. Okay, so yes. Okay. Actor is not for the leading role as also. Okay, there are so many people involved on the film. Okay, like a main lead. Okay, then there is a junior artist. Then there is an extra, and then there are so many people actually. Okay, so casting means you are not just casting a leading person. No, you are casting a complete batch of the film, like how many people are working on your film. So it's just like they have a particular person which is like a junior artist or extra everything. Okay, so I'm just recommending as a filmmaker you do need to understand you want particular actor, go to the casting agency. Okay, find out I need this character, I have list about almost like a 20 to 25 people. So give them a list like I need these people and they will find out perfect actor for you. Obviously they will take a money, but it's kind of like a worth of doing it. Okay, because you cannot find a particular actor because it's kind of like a really hectic and so many things. As a casting agency you have authority to tell that particular person somehow in future that actor didn't want to work on your film on the middle of the production. So it will be really stressful for you because you are kind of like doing your work, and sometimes you are not going to the casting agency and you just kind of like goes to the actor, and he say first of all he say okay, and then another time he says that no I won't doing it. So it is kind of like a really not so good situation for you. Okay, so I'm saying is that go to the casting agency, it will really a good thing for you. Okay, yeah, for everything. Yeah, it's just like you need a casting, you need a junior artist, you need an extra, you need whatever. The casting agencies handle everything. They handle everything. Yeah. What is exactly casting agency does? Yeah. Okay, and how they select the proper person? Okay, how they select the proper person? Should I tell you? It's kind of like a really lengthy process. Yeah, it's just like but yeah. Okay, first of all, what is exactly casting agency do? Yeah, as a filmmaker and as an actor, I'm telling you two perspective how you achieve, how you get the casting agency, and how do you work on the casting agency. Okay. Okay, first, as what is exactly casting agency do? It's just like a casting agency, like as a filmmaker, if I say I'm the filmmaker and I want a particular person on my. Okay, So what is exactly casting agency do? Casting agency means like that you went to the, as a filmmaker, I'm telling you as a filmmaker perspective, how do you cast a particular person? Okay, so if you are a casting director, so what would you do? You have the director is calling you, and they say they make a list on the particular character, and they say, I want this character, I want that character, and he has to look like this, that, everything. Okay, so I'm talking about only one person. Okay, I'm talking about only leading person. Okay, so there is a one character. He's a kind of like a really old guy. Okay, and he's really fat. The character mentioned is the story is mentioned that particular character is that the age is 45. Okay, he's working on some sort of really good organization. Okay, and he's kind of like also rich, but not that rich, but medium rich. Okay, yeah, but he's also really depressed because of that. He's kind of like a divorce, and he doesn't have anyone, and he's wake up every day and go to the office and work every day and came home, and he's kind of like a he is kind of like a nothing at in his life. Okay, trust me, other than work, he's nothing at. Obviously he's a workaholic, so basically he does work almost like a 10 and 12 hour. He put really efforts on the working. Why? Because of that, he doesn't want to go home, and he doesn't want to spend night at alone. So basically most of the time he was spending in office. Okay, and then at his age he's almost like a 45. So, and he's kind of like some sort of gora. Okay, and little bit of good health. And yes, so this is the discussion about the character. Okay, so as a what is exactly casting director do? Casting director find out like this first of all, the important parameter of this character, the age is 45. Okay, 40 to 45. So almost like we are finding a character at the range of 40 to 45. Okay, that is the first thing. Another thing is that person is kind of like a shiny or gora something. Okay, so you need to find the actor who has a kind of like a really gora. Okay, what is the gora? What is the English word for gora? Good looking. Yeah, it's kind of like a good looking. Okay, good looking. Okay, and height is not the matter. Okay, it's just like whatever the height you have, it's just like a kind of like a really normal. Okay, obviously he's a rich. Okay, but not that rich, but he has a rich, so he wears a kind of like a suit, and he wears a suit and drive the Mercedes. So basically he's, yeah. So this is the so this is the character portfolio. Okay, so as a director, they are kind of like they are saying, okay, this is the character portfolio. So what is exactly do? They are, as a casting director, they do have so many people on their library. Okay, basically what I'm saying is that this is the director perspective. Right now I'm telling about the actor perspective. What is exactly actor perspective? How the actor looks to the casting agency. Okay, so basically you are the actor. Okay, and you want to pursue your life on an acting field. Okay, so you make a better portfolio, like a better photography, or you need to know your height and your body face, and your facial is kind of like a really important. You have to done your portfolio for a photography. It's really essential. Okay, so you done everything. Okay, so and you also work as acting, and you also doing some theatering also. Okay, but that is something really different part. We are not talking about this. We are talking about if you have portfolio. Okay, and you have audition tape also. So you go to the casting agency and submit your portfolio, submit your photographs, and submit your audition tape to that casting agency. Okay, And casting agency, obviously they will take you some sort of money from you as an actor. Okay, they will take some money from you, and also they will tell you if you have if we get a particular role on your character, we will call you. Okay, so as an actor they will put the phone number on their portfolio, so obviously. Okay, so this is the actor perspective looking for the casting agency. Okay, so what is exactly casting agency do? It's just like casting agency, they'll find out like this character or this character required this actor. Okay, so basically he just call that particular person and he say uh, casting agency, the casting director looks the photograph of you and it's kind of like a completely match of the director perspective, what is the character looks like. So that photo is exactly kind of like a looking exactly look like that. Okay, and obviously as a casting director he needs to read the script as also. Yes, because as a scripting there are so many things happen in the role, what is exactly happening to that particular journey. Okay, so it is really important to read a complete script as a casting director and also understand what is exactly story. Okay, and what is story affect on the character or actor also. So as a casting director he reads the complete story and he understand the role, he understand the perfect character, and he looks on that photograph of you given to that casting agency or casting director, and he see and he say, okay, this photograph or this person is exactly matched to that director list. Okay, so you just like, yeah, okay, let's go there. Okay, let's call that person. Okay, so as a casting director call that person and that person say, yeah, okay, I'm willing to work with you if he is available or not. Basically it's kind of like a he's as a casting director he's selecting so many people. It's just not one or two people, no, he actually he's selecting almost like a 5 people. Why? Because of that some people will fail in the further process. Okay, so basically he's kind of like a doing something practical work. He's making some sort of list of people that I need these people, these people, these people, and these people. Okay, so as a casting director he will call that particular person and he says, okay, I need a okay, I get the role for you, and are you willing to work on this particular film? So if that person is busy or not, so he will willing to work with you. If he is busy, then he say, no, I cannot work with you, or he say just like, I'm kind of like a busy, I will work after a 1 month or after a 2 months. So are you willing to pause for you? But they didn't really pause that, they didn't really stop their process because for the actor also. Okay, so as a casting director he calls several people. Okay, and for one people will also, okay, and in that people, okay, there are 2 and 3 people is kind of like a willing to work with you. Okay, work with you or work with on your film. So what is exactly what, then how do you select one from 3 people? Okay, so it's just like that. As a casting director they say ki, send me some sort of audition tape regarding to that script. Okay, so basically what is exactly casting director do? Casting director send some sort of dialogue or some sort of that particular character dialogue, okay, which has some sort of emotions, and there are so many things. Okay, so you just tell that particular person that you kind of like a saying this dialogue and add this emotion and everything according. Okay, so he's tell everything for 3 person. Okay, and he say that record at your home, record at your whatever it is, and send this video file on this email or on this everything on this email. Okay, so as an actor they will they have some sort of experience or anything. Okay, so they will understand this line, understand not the complete script. They are, as an actor they didn't really get a complete script right now, they just get a just particular dialogue. Okay, and they are telling this dialogue on their way. Okay, And also as a casting director, they do also telling that you need to, while you are filming yourself, you do need to wear a particular dress. Okay, like if this person is wearing some sort of suit, so basically as a casting director say shoot with the if wear some sort of nice suit, and you have to look like that. You, if that character has a beard, so should you wear a beard, should you have a beard, or your hair is kind of like a look like that. Okay, but it not just too much detail. Okay, just like they are not telling you, forcing you to cut your hair and cut your beard also. No, it's kind of like a, they are just try to looking at you how you are look on your screen. Okay, so as a actor, they are film themselves, and they will send their video file to the casting agency email ID, and the casting director will looking at the video file, and they will judge which character looks even better, A, B, C. So I found out B character is kind of like a really good, so you have to call B character and say we are kind of like a, it's kind of like a casting call. Okay, at that time it called is casting call. We are kind of like hiring you for this film, and this film will be happen on this location, and it will be started from this month, and end will be that month. Okay, so you need to be well prepared for this. Okay, and also the further notification we will tell you. Okay, and also the your film director is here, so obviously the casting agency will tell you come to the office. Okay, you are finalized for this thing. Okay, so that is another. And there is a two people which is not really selected. They are telling you you are not selected. Okay, because you cannot put their on their hold. Okay, you just say come directly that you are not selected, and we will again working with you. Just like you are not fit. They are not saying is that you are not a really good actor. No, they are saying is that you are not fit for this character. Okay, like your vocals and everything. Okay, so they will understand everything. Okay, about your vocals, your looking to perspective and everything. Okay, and then yes, and they will and then you will get per right character. Then a casting director is giving that person to the director, and director say yeah, okay, I'm fine with this, I'm really good with that, and director will continue storyline with this actor. So this is why as the casting agency hire a particular people or hire a particular person for this film. Okay, sometimes it's kind of like a bit really difficult, like sometimes audition happened in the studio, sometimes audition has to be, or so sometimes has to be send some video file to that casting agency. Is also happen on during the audition table also. There are so many people though, and they does something really, I don't know. It's kind of like a being, if I say as a casting audition, it's kind of like so many people will excited, and you will imagine there are so many people was there, but it happens before. I'm saying is that 5 or 10 years ago, but today's world it does not happen at all. Obviously they are kind of like a finding a perfect character for your perfect film. Not too much crowded, not too much audition, not too much, have almost like 200 and 300 people are kind of like a making audition for your film. It's kind of like a bit really difficult right now. It's kind of like a digital era, so there are so many things happen on your cell phone and everything, so it's not that things. Okay, so that's why as a casting agency cast the perfect character for you for your film. So this is exactly casting and director do. Okay, or casting agency does. Okay, so it's, as a filmmaker you do need to understand that some sort of point that you are also be a casting director. Yeah, because as a director is kind of like a really bigger, but casting director is kind of like in that level. Okay, if you are willing to work on the film, and yeah, okay, some people will kind of like making film on this level, but it's just like some people will not reach on that position, so they will say that okay, I'm casting director and I'm fine with that. So this is how you do with as a casting agency. Okay, So this is exactly happened. This is exactly what casting agency or casting director do. Okay, if you don't have money to pay on the casting agency, then what would you do? Okay, trust me, it's because your actor is really important, dude. Yeah, I'm not saying is that you find out really another way to get your actor. It's not really good for you, good for your production, and it's good not good for your talent also. Trust me, just like so many people are saying something like that. Okay, I'm willing to work on your film. I'm willing to work on your film. I will put everything. I will be जी जान लगा दूंगा everything. It's not that thing. Trust me. Just like a professional work and emotional work is so much different. Trust me. Just like from the starting point, the actors say I'm willing to work with you. And the middle of the production, he says no, I'm not really interested, and I just wanted to switch. So it's kind of like a really stressful situation happened on you after that period of time. So trust me, you need to find a professional perfect character for you. Okay, because you are so much work on that story, you are so much work on that film. Okay, and if that character or if that particular person is not really interested, because the actor is telling the story to the forward. Okay, like viewer are watching actor, not the director. Okay, and basically actor is pushing the story to the forward, and that's why actor is really essential for your story. So trust me, do not go anywhere, do not cast like a social media or like their drama school. Drama school doesn't have really experienced people. They don't know how to deal with the camera acting, and because drama acting is meant to be like a stage acting and everything, but it's a camera acting is so much difficult, like so much stressful. Like in the set, there are so many people on the set, and you have to acting, and sometimes acting is not really good. Trust me, it's kind of like a really critical situation. It's kind of like if you are talented. Is not talented is not here matter. Trust me, matter is confident. Matter is because you are acting in front of almost like 100 and 200 people. Okay, on the set also, because there are so many people, and obviously they are watching your acting. Okay, so it is really stressful situation on there, because there are camera also, people also, director also, and some people are yelling, some people are kind of like it is kind of like a really difficult situation. Trust me, as a female character, it's kind of like a really difficult for chasing a particular actor. Okay, so trust me, do not go for the for any Instagram, social media, or any club or drama school which is not. I'm telling you, as a casting agency is really good. Put the money, invest money on the good casting agency, and they will find out you a really perfect character, and they will also guarantee you that this character will willing to work on you till the end of the movie, till the end of the production, and they will guarantee you, because you are kind of like a signing some sort of contract paper as also. So you are kind of like a being really fine that I get an actor and he will work till the end of the production. So you are fine with that. Okay. So I'm not recommending go to the social media, go to the drama school, or go to the clubs, and you are saying is that okay, I'm director and I am kind of like a hiring people for my actor, so can you work on me? So many people will, yeah, okay, we will work for you, and in the end, no, I don't want to work with you. So it's okay, you do understand, you are kind of like making a professional movie, just not just like a it's just like 2 or 3 hour ad and everything. No, it's kind of like it's making movies kind of like a really big stuff. Trust me, just like it's kind of like a process, and that process will be 2 months, 3 months, or more than a year maybe also, because of it's depend on your project or depend on your everything. Okay, so you do understand that fact that whatever you are working with, you basically as an actor, he has to be professional. Okay, I'm not saying experience. If you get experience, you are really good, but professional actor is really hard to find. and casting agency, they have eyes and they will look a perfect character for your film. Okay, so this is as a director perspective for looking to the actor. Okay, yes. Then what is exactly audition? Yeah, I also told you what is exactly audition. Audition, there is bunch of people are coming to your production house and they are kind of like audition for the particular role. So that is called audition. But basically audition is not happened earlier. It will happen almost like 5 to 10 years ago. Then so many people like 100 and 200 people are kind of like doing some sort of audition. But right now in the digital era, you don't need to go for the audition. You just put your portfolio to the casting agency and casting agency will find out you a really perfect acting, perfect film for you. Okay, this is right way. Okay, and also like an audition, it will happen almost like just like less than a 10 people. Okay, not too much people, less than a 10 people. If you are kind of like as a casting director and you are selecting a bunch of people, so mostly they are selecting from 10 to 5 to 10 people. Obviously they are not so many people. Okay, so yes, screen test, trust me, the screen test is also really important for the actor. Okay, how he or she will perform in front of camera, it's really essential, because some people are kind of like really claustrophobic while acting in front of camera, because camera, you don't need to look at the camera, trust me, while filming or filming everything. You don't need to look at the camera. You just need to work on your story, work on your character, focus on your character, focus on your dialogue, and focus on your craft. Do not worry about the camera, do not worry about whatever the people doing on the set. So basically, because in the set there are so many distractions happened, so screen test is really important. That some people will really shy in front of camera, so how those people are facing those challenges because facing the camera is not really because I'm saying is that facing a camera, how difficult it is. Yeah, like right now I'm facing my cell phone, it is also has a camera, and right now I'm recording, so I'm kind of like being really normal. Yeah, it's kind of like looking really normal. But if you say cinema camera has at least this kind of like a really big camera, big lens, big body, and there are multiple camera, like one, and there are two camera, and then three camera, and there are so many people over that handling that camera. And trust me, screen test is not just mean for the camera. It just screen test means how do you work in front of camera and in front of crew also. Okay, so that is called screen test. Characteristic, trust me, having a good characteristic of your film. As an actor, I'm telling you two perspective, as a director and as an actor. Okay, trust me. As a director, you do need to understand that whatever the character, whatever the characteristic, or what is the role, what is exactly how this character behave, or how this character looks like, or how this character will handle the situation. Okay, so you are telling things to that actor, like I want this, like this character is kind of like a really angry, and he is kind of like a maar dega main ek door se. So it just like this kind of attitude has to be performed for that actor also. So you have to tell that actor that you have to be aggressive, be like so it's kind of like that. Okay. Charisma, what is exactly charisma? Okay, charisma is meant for the actor, it's not for the director. Charisma means it's just like craft inside of you about this acting. Okay, just like I didn't really talk too much about acting because I also so many things I understand for the film and camera and crew member and everything, but actor is kind of like a really difficult stuff, trust me. Having this craft, because no one will be an actor, trust me, it is not that. It is this talent has to be inside of you from the beginning. Okay, from the beginning. It is not that say my father is kind of like a really godfather, so no one will do something like that. No, trust me, I'm telling you, making an acting or making this particular acting thing is kind of like has to be talent. You have to be talent or you have to be craft for the acting also. Okay, mark my word, it's not that difficult, it's not that, but you have to be understand that how you put yourself to that particular thing. Okay, so you have to be charisma for this thing, you have to be craft inside for you for this acting. Okay, hard work and commitment, trust me, it's hard work. You have to work really hard, you have to work for commitment, because sometimes you are kind of like your work is kind of like a facing the camera, and your work is kind of like a 10 to 15 minute mostly, in the day situation, in the complete day situation. They are taking almost like a 5 to 10 shot. Okay, depend on the film and production crew. Okay, sometimes it's kind of like a film is really bigger, so that means they are taking some sort of 5 to 10 shot in a day. So basically each shot will be like 1 minute or 2 minutes, so it's okay. So you are working just like almost like a half an hour, and that's it. Okay, but this half an hour is really important, really essential, because so many people working for this shot to be become a better. Okay, so as an actor you need to put complete effort. Whatever shot you have just one and last chance, and just like put the head on the pedal and just like, yeah. So it is really essential to hard work and commitment, because it's commitment is really essential, because as also it's just like it's making a film is kind of like a really long process. It's so many things happen during the film, and so many things like some people are yelling, some people is doing something work. It's kind of like a really hard work to do. It's kind of like a really difficult to do. As a kind of I'm saying is that as a director, trust me, director has kind of like a really nice job. They has to be creative, they has to be understand, they has to be tell a story. Okay, but trust me, as I don't have a courage to be talk in front of so many people or making some sort of acting things in front of people, because I am not really good at this thing, because I sincerely say I am not an actor, and I'm kind of like a really, because acting is really difficult craft for me. Yeah, because I'm saying is that while the filming, okay, while complete filming, acting is kind of like a really difficult thing. Okay, but once you understand story, once you understand everything, and it will be really not so hard for you. It was kind of like a really coming from you, and it's okay. Intelligence, trust me, you have to be intelligence, because sometimes you have to memorize your dialogue in a really less amount of time. Okay, so you have to be precise, and yeah, understanding human behavior. As an actor, you are performing particular character. Okay, so that character, how he has a human behavior, like there is a movie about Bhajirao Mastani, no, what is the is recently in 2019 maybe, this Ranbir Kapoor and Deepika Padukone and Shahid Khan. What is this movie? Is that Padmavati? Okay, Padmavati. That Khali character, Khali. I don't know, the villain character plays by Ranbir Kapoor, Ranbir Singh. Okay, so this character is really crucial. He's a villain, obviously, and he's really badass, and he's kind of like a really enthusiastic and passionate for the women. Okay, because he's and also he's a historical, obviously he's also okay. So as for preparing this character, Ranbir Singh put himself on the hotel room for a week, and he has to be that madness, and he has to be perform really well in front of camera, for just put that character inside on me, and that's how will be making some sort of thing. So that is called acting. Trust me, just like a Ranveer Singh will perform. Trust me, he killed on that. He killed on that film. Trust me, everyone was saying is that Ranveer Singh did something so good, so amazing. Okay, on that film. So as understand that human behavior, he understand Ranveer Singh understand the proper human behavior of this particular character, how he looking through this world, like Khilji is the character, how he looking the world around him, because everyone is looking differently according to his perspective, according to the actor's perspective. So understanding human behavior is really essential. Energy, you need to put energy as also. Then most important thing, there is a one thing it does not mention here, and but that thing is really essential for the actor also. Listen. Okay, listen is really essential for the actor, and it's just like so many people don't really listen. Yeah, because the listen is kind of like a something really good, because you do need to listen this thing, and you do need to absorb this information through your head, process your data on your head, and that data will work on your behavior and your expression skills. Is kind of like really, I'm not saying difficult, but most of the actor didn't listen. Okay, because as a human tendency, most of the people don't really listen at all. Okay, you have to be listen, and listen is really essential. Every actor, every person, are you working on the cinema industry, they are telling the same thing, that you do need to listen what is the actor say, what is the director say, what is the script writer say, what is the person which is related to that script they are telling, because in the end they are developing that script, so they will definitely know what is the actor, what he will see his word. So basically, when the director is telling the particular actor, listen to the director, because that is really essential for the actor also. And having quality of good listening is really good, and that is really essential for this, having this quality on the actor also. Okay, so as a good listener is really well. Then then there is a type. Yeah, what is exactly type? Type means what is the what is the character looks like? Is he short? Is it tall? Is it kind of like a beard? Is it like a long hair or small hair? Is it like a body, or is it like type of person, which is also depend on the character. Facial expression. It's just kind of sad energy. Everything has to be. It's kind of like a facial expression is also really important. Body language. How do you perform? You like that is called language. That is called body behavior. Vocal quality. My vocal quality is kind of like a really good. Has to be recorded properly. Yeah, because whatever I'm saying, that is my natural voice. Okay, but sometimes some movie you have to be put some sort of difficult and different accent, like if I am going to the Russia, so basically Russian people talk very differently, like Atanate, that is the will. I cannot say something. I'm really suck at accent. Okay, but you do need to understand that accent is really different for each and every region. So having good accent is really good. And attitude, having a good attitude. What is exactly attitude? You means there are so many things wrong happen on the set. Okay, it's not good. It's every time has to be happen really wrong on the set. You have to be attitude for the, okay, this thing's wrong. Okay, let's shoot again. Let's shoot afterwards, or let's shoot.
It's just like some sort of mistakes happen. I don't know. Just like, okay, let's shoot again. So you have to be willing to do work again and again. Okay. So it has to be a good attitude, because if you have a really not so good attitude, and that means you are kind of like really difficult to work with you. Okay. So having a good attitude is really essential. Talent, obviously, in the end talent is matter, yes, but it's all depend on the character and everything, but talent is also really essential. Okay, know who you are working with. Okay, as a basically as a actor, okay, is understanding that how he actor, how he perform is like it's just like you are making movie with this particular actor. Okay, so you do need to know about this person, like in the personal life also, how he will handle, how he will. It's just like some sort of stress does not happen on the, like there are so many family issue or personal issues also, and that issue will also really affect on their work also. So obviously, as a director, you do need to understand that what is exactly personal issues, and is this personal issue will affect on my project or not. So you do need to understand. Okay, and you do need to know about this little bit of character, like how he smile and how he everything. So yeah, include actor in the process. Okay, basically filmmaking is a part of process. Okay, there are so many things like a camera and sound and light and everything and people and so many things. Okay, so let's just be as an actor, it's just not just for the acting and just like he sit it down and just like he wait for his shot. And no, just like if this actor is kind of like a really willing to understand the process of the filmmaking, so let him be participate, let him be telling that this light is has to be look on you really well, or this story is kind of like this dialogue, if you say something like this, it will be really good. Let the character, let the actor will be part of the filmmaking. Okay, because in the end he was telling that dialogue, he was telling that particular behavior, and obviously every actor will participate on that filmmaking process, like basically is a writing and basically is a understanding. Okay, like he was definitely saying that, like what if I will do something like that, and if he says something like that, that means okay, so let him do something like that. Sometimes it will be really good, because you have a choice, like you have to choose which is there, but don't need to say something like that, no, we are fine with that, you can go. It's kind of like a really rude behavior, but obviously it will happen. Because of that, you are, as a filmmaker, you are bounded with the time, and you don't need to waste so much time on filming everything. So yes, but if you are making some sort of really longer movie, like a movie basically has some sort of really long period of time, so you have a time, so obviously you can, obviously actor wants to say I want to do it again, so let him do it again. Okay, maybe you will get really good shot. Okay, but most of the time it was kind of like a really difficult to think something like that, but it's all depend on you, because having like a 10 second or 1 minute spending time is telling the dialogue, so it's not that difficult. Okay, you have to spend some more amount of time. Okay, but if you are kind of like a really tight situation that you don't need to waste a single minute, so obviously he say yeah, we are fine with that. Okay, I'm saying we just move to the next shot, we will, and also we will be thankful for you that you are mentioning this thing, I will do it again, but right now it's fine, everything is kind of like a really fine, I'm kind of like really hurry situation, so move to the next. And the character or the actor also really say okay, take it, let's switch to that. So it's just like having a good attitude as a director with the actor is very good. Then be respectful and calm as a director. Some director, they are yelling too much. Okay, I didn't really have experience of filmmaking, but I do will listen the story of what is exactly happen on the set, and director how he yells the director to the actor. Do not yell. Do not criticize the acting and everything. It's not the good. Trust me, it's not the good for the craft. It's not just good for the actor and everything. Like if you are yelling, that means kind of like you are putting this actor or you are putting this character in a really difficult situation to work with you. So basically, do not yell. Just be calm. If that character, if that actor makes some sort of mistakes, so tell him that this you have to done too much. Don't need to push too much energy on that. Just make it small. Okay. Just say really light word that character will understand. Okay. But there are so many things happen on the set. Trust me. This is like if I'm saying this thing and it's kind of like being really normal to you, but yelling is kind of like normal on that set also. So but as a director you do need to calm. Okay, that is most essential. Whatever the you are telling information to that character or actor, it's depend on you, but make yourself as a calm. Okay, and that is most essential thing. Then treat props atmosphere at the center of it. In the film, actor is really essential, but properties are also really essential. Trust me, I am talking to you, okay? But there are box, there are this, and there are wall, and this is the palang actually. So you can sense that the props is meant to be me. Okay, it's kind of like a it's kind of like a telling things like I am in the basement and there are not so much things, like it's kind of like a really empty room, and in the empty room there are gadi and then palang and there are boxes and everything. So basically props are really essential as a director, and you, as a director you do need to understand the props also, but as a assistant director they are kind of like especially doing something for these props and everything. So let your actor work. Okay, obviously I'm telling you, if the actor is wanted to say just pause and for the minute, let him pause. Okay, let him take his time. That is most essential. Okay, do not take too much hurry, like okay ठीक है, let's move to the next shot, let's move to the next shot, let's move to the next shot. It's kind of like a really difficult. If that character or actor wants to be some sort of time, give them time. Okay, be on time. Okay, it's just like if an actor is kind of like in your film, so as an actor perspective you have to be on time on your set. Okay, that is most essential, because so many people are working behind the camera and making this scene even better. Okay, if you are not on the time, it's kind of like a really difficult, because so many people are waiting for you as an actor. So and also if you are kind of like being really late, you are not losing a time, you are losing money as also. So and it's not really good behavior for the crew and everything. So whatever the time you have, whatever the time director they are telling you, be on time. That is most essential thing. And for the director also, yeah, you have to be on time as also. Yeah, pay attention to the actor mood. Yeah, obviously actor mood is really essential, but as a director he doesn't have know everything. Yeah, he just like you are making a movie. Yeah, an actor is kind of like a switching their mood from one to off. It's as an actor he has to be switching his mood from on to off. Like is there emotion scene, he has to be happy scene. It's kind of like a really on off situation has to be happen as an actor, and he needs to switching his mood from one situation to another situation. So as an actor he has to be quality like that. But as a director you do need to understand what is exactly happening on his life and everything. It's too much. Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. Skills, kaushalya. Obviously you have to be get acting lessons. Okay, act lesson is really essential. Yeah, acting lesson is, but getting acting lesson is, as a director you do need to get the acting lesson as also, because in the end you are telling the information to that actor. So what is exactly actor who are facing the situation while filming, and you do need to know about all those things as also. So as a director also, so getting those acting lessons, getting to work with the actor is also really important for you as a filmmaker. Okay. Study cinema. Okay, it's study cinema. We are kind of like a study. Take a small part. Obviously, as an actor, it's kind of like a. As a acting does not get too much things happen at once. So obviously, as a acting, obviously as a person who is willing to work on an acting field, so obviously he has to work on really smaller portion like an ad agency, and then switch to the smaller, and then then actor you will get really bigger chance on the working on the film. Okay. Consider moving. Obviously as an actor you need to move from where you are, and you need to move on the bigger city, that because if you are moving, that means like like there is a Bombay is kind of like a really heart of for the Bollywood. So most of the people are moving on the Bombay, because you will get so much chance and so many exposure on the Bombay also, because Bombay is kind of like a really big. But in the several film industry, like in Hollywood, like LA, like London for Europe, and then there is New York, and there is big cities. Trust me, is kind of like, yeah. Then move. Consider moving. Develop other talent. Yeah. Basically, as an actor, you do need to have dance. Okay, because in the Bollywood, actually, there are so many people are dancing. Okay, because in the Bollywood there are song in it, and song has to be played by actor, and actor has to be dance. So as acting, they need to be dance really well. Some people are kind of like they are dancing really good, so basically they are casting because of their dance, like Tiger Shroff. I don't know why this guy he doesn't have a really single acting skill, but he is kind of like making some sort of good money because of his dancing skill. So I don't know, yeah, it's kind of like a really difficult situation, yeah. And but one thing is that as an actor you do need to listen, or do need to read a book. Okay, reading a book is really essential for the actor, because while you are reading a book, that means you are kind of like forget your actual life, and you are kind of like into that book, and a book will telling you the story, and actually has flexible emotions you have as an actor, and you need to be quickly getting that story and understanding what is exactly in that storytelling, something like that. So I'm recommending as a filmmaker, sorry, as an actor, you need to be read a book. Book is really good for you. Okay, and look for the extra work. Okay, obviously extra work is also available, like an ad, and there are some sort of things. If that person is wanted to work on your for the just for the minute for the role, and do not hire so much money. Just like sometimes you need to be if you are kind of like a really good person, and you get so many projects of the filmmaking, so you are sometimes you need to be work free because for your attitude and for the cinema. But if you are kind of like a really difficult situation through this, like you don't get any project as also, so take small part, like take something, work on the acting, work on the ad agency, and there are there's so many things. Hire an agent. Okay, agent is also really good. But I'm not saying is that hiring agent will also is also really costful as also, yes, because agent will follow, agent will work exactly whatever he's kind of like a finding a particular role for you. So he goes to the every casting agency goes to the director, goes to the casting director, and he's talking to you, and he's recommending that you are the character is kind of like a really perfect. So sometime he has a really good network, so he will also really good chance to get this role. But it's really important to just like getting an agent. It's kind of like a if you have a really talent, and just go work by yourself. Okay, go to the production, go to the casting agency, go by yourself and understand what is exactly cinema, understand what is exactly happen over there. So yeah, get the professional photos done. Obviously, as a professional, photos has to be really important for the actor. Like what is exactly, and professional photos, that means you are taking photo not for the portrait, for a particular character. Like how do you look on this particular dress, like sari, and then there is a skirts, and then there is a bikini, and then there is a, if you are male, that means you are kind of like if you have body, so you need to be wear some sort of different costume and different facial things. Like if you have a beard, then how do you look? If you don't have a beard, then how do you look? Take photos of both, and it's really good for you, because as a casting director, they have manipulate their things like, okay, this character looks even better without the beard. So basically, okay, so yeah. Create brand for yourself if you are kind of like a willing to work on your film industry. That means there are so many people, but brand is really essential for you, because in the end people are recognized from by your name. Okay, like Amir Khan is basically is kind of like also a brand. Howji? Howji?